The Magarena doesn't really do much versus him though. He's gonna. Why would you protect? You're just stalling out the inevitable, bro. You lose. Face the facts. You lose the game. If I were you, I would have surrendered 3 turns ago and saved myself 10 minutes. There's no way you win. If you hit me with Flare Blitz, you die to recoil. Nothing you have kills me. Even with a crit. There's no way you win, bro. I could see if there was a small chance, like if there was some way you could like pull out a win somehow. And like, but there's literally physically like no way possible. He gets the double protect for shits and giggles. What is up, everybody? We are back with some more Pokemon Scarlet VOD. Regulation J VGC. We are at the point where we have featured all of the mythical Pokemon for Regulation J and all the ones that are illegal. Now we're going to be kind of getting into some more of the more like unique ones or like alternate variants of certain mythicals that are illegal. First one being Arceus, because I found this team to be really, really cool. So got a fairy type Arceus team today, which is kind of cool. Kind of plays similar to Magarena, and they're actually both on the same team. It's actually a really bulky, calm mind Arceus with a bunch of like damage reduction and like damage redirection on this team to kind of get it set up, and hopefully it sweeps. It's also a really bulky variant where like it can live a bunch of crazy stuff from like most Calyrex sets and like most Miraidon sets it can tank and then one shot back, which is kind of cool, or just be able to set up a trick room and that type of thing with this team. So I'm gonna kind of run through this team and then we're hopping some games. The team by Dozo is Beast, I think. We featured a few of their teams on the channel before, so I'll throw a paste to this team down below, rental in the corner. Main thing I want to get into before I do talk about this team though, while I got you guys' attention, is are you guys interested in Regulation J, and do you guys want to keep on seeing more Regulation J content? Because at least for like the last like 2 weeks, it seems like towards like these last few teams, like from like Fione, I think I featured a Fione, a Zarude team, and there's like a Manaphy team, and one or two other ones. It seems like the views for like Regulation J stuff are all down, and those videos have not really been doing the greatest compared to how they should usually be doing. So I don't know if you guys are uninterested in Regulation J, or if you guys are playing like Regulation H stuff with like tournaments, online tournaments, or that type of stuff. Like in the comments down below, let me know what you guys want to see from me, whether it's Regulation J, VGC, or Regulation H, or should I just do something entirely different as well? Anyways, just not even like upload like any like VGC stuff, just try some different type of videos. Still Pokemon videos, but like a little bit more different stuff from what I usually do. I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, what you guys want to see from me, and what you guys are trying to watch currently, or what you are interested in. Just kind of get some insight for you guys, because it seems like the majority of the Regulation J stuff that I've been uploading over the past like 2 weeks hasn't been doing as good as it usually should be doing for like the normal view count and all that type of stuff. So if you guys still want Regulation J stuff though, share the video, leave a like. If the videos do well, I'll keep on bringing it your guys' way. If not, I might move to something else or try some other stuff, because I think the regulation actually switches over. I think we're going to have like a rule set announced for hopefully the end of November here, or whatever the next rule set is for in-game tournaments, or like in-game ranked. I think at the end of September, because Regulation J goes all the way through October into November, but usually a month before we get like an announcement of what the next rule set will be. So hopefully we get something at the end of September for like a next rule set. Maybe it's like a no Terra format or something, and something that's interesting. I just hope it's not Regulation H, just like the tournaments, which I can see them doing. Just being really lazy and be like, yeah, at the end of November we're going to be switching to in-game ranks. Going to be Regulation H as well. I mean, I'm not going to be opposed to it. I'd rather play that than legendaries. I really would, like all this broken shit, but it would just be kind of boring, because that's what all the other people are already playing that aren't playing in-game ranked. So I just hope it's like a non-Terra format, or Regulation F preferably. I'd love to go back to Regulation F. That was my favorite format so far, so we'll see how it goes. But you guys' input and like your guys' insight down below in the comments would really be appreciated. Let me know what you guys are interested in seeing going forward, or if you guys like the Regulation J stuff, just keep wanting more, whatever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's get right into it, because I just had to get that out of the way. Just mainly it's more of like an important thing. We've got the Arceus on this team with the Calm Minds Flash Cannon. It's pretty much kind of like Magarena. It does the same thing as Magarena. It just doesn't get Trick Room, so you got Recover instead. Set up and you just start shitting damage. And then you have Terra Steel as well, so if you have something that checks you, you just go Terra Steel and you change your type again, so there you go. Got the Tornadus on this team with the weather stuff, just a really standard set. This one also has Protect, so it's kind of interesting because most of them you just run 4 moves, so we'll see how that goes. Redirection Ogerpon, Safety Goggles, Incineroar, just a really standard set. You got the McGarren on this team with the leftovers, more of a bulky Trick Room setter on this team, meant to kind of be something paired alongside the Arceus, and like your opponent can't really deal with both Pokemon at once, so either the Arceus is going to sit up for free, or the McGarren is just going to start doing a shit ton of damage, start snowballing away with the game. So that's kind of what it's really meant to do as well. One of these Mons is going to try to snowball away with the game, whether it's the Arceus or the McGarren, and your opponent has a really tough time to deal with both of them. And then you got the Frigoraph on this team with the Mental Herb. The Mental Herb, I think, is to prevent Taunt, so non-prankster Taunt, that is. You also have Uproar on this. I think Uproar is literally only on this Frigoraph just for Darkrai, because if you use Uproar, then you cannot be put to sleep. So I think that's what it's really on this for. I'm not 100% why you'd run Uproar on Frigoraph apart from that. I'm assuming it's for Darkrai. I don't know what else it'd really be for. I guess it can maybe work for like a Moongus and stuff, because you probably are faster. I'm not sure though. Apart from that, we'll top in some games and see how this team does. Alright, what is up everybody? We are here with the game. Opponent's running a Cali Ice Miraidon team. It's about the 3rd Calyrex Ice Miraidon team I've ran into tonight already. I've been playing, I did 3 testing games with this team, y'all. 2 games were Calyrex Miraidon, just kind of similar to the team you guys see right now. And then I went against a Dark Void spam Darkrai and lost because the guy kept getting max sleep turns on me. Those are the 3 teams I've lost to already. I'm having a great time on the ranked ladder, and we're not even halfway through recording this video, just by testing this team out. Which I think this team is overall not that good, at least from what I've played so far. But we're going to give it a try. What do I want to bring here? Bring the Arceus. I guess I could bring McGarren. I really want McGarren, just mainly because I can set up Trick Room, which this team really needs. This team really needs Trick Room badly. Especially versus this other team, it's pretty fast. Apart from Calyrex, I guess. Bring Incin. I don't even know what else to bring. Like, what else do I bring versus this enemy team? Everything else on my team sucks. Everything else is shit versus my opponent. I don't know what else to bring. I guess Frigoraph? I don't know. I don't know. Don't know what I bring. I guess I can swap the Arceus out if he tries to fake me out with the double fake out bullshit. I guess that's good for that. He just leads Calyrex and Miraidon. He knows they're so good into my team. That's what it is. I don't even know if I really want to set up Trick Room here either, because like that just benefits the Calyrex, if I'm being real. Just kind of a benefit to the Cali. Like, is he setting up Trick Room here too? I don't know. Kind of want to just Dazzling Gleam. I'm gonna Trick Room though. I'm gonna Trick Room and then I'm gonna go for Calm Mind here. Just hope he's not setting up Trick Room. Goes for Dazzling Gleam. That's for sure Specs damage. Should never be doing that much damage. That's Choice Specs Miraidon. This is a really bulky Arceus. It should not do that much. Okay. I think the only thing that actually really benefited was the Calyrex is actually, I think, the slowest thing on the field. So I think he's actually going to move first now, which sucks. It's going to be a rule of whether he actually kills me here with Glacial Lance. I don't know. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam here, and then I'm going to go for Recover. I mean, I guess I could go into Incin to get the Intimidate off, but I don't really see the point when I'm already getting set up. He gets a high roll. Of course he does. Of course he does. The one time I need a normal damage roll and he gets a high roll and gets a KO on me. Can I just kill this Miraidon with his +1 food? And then he lives. That's terrible. That's really bad. And he gets the crit, too. And he gets the crit on me. Oh, that's fun. I'm in a bad spot now, y'all. What do you clear Amulet? Probably. No, he's not. Surprised. I mean, I can go for Dazzling Gleam here, I guess. I just go for Dazzling Gleam, and then I go for Fake Out here. And, like, on this following turn, I can Protect. Just try to kill... Hopefully he takes enough damage to where, like, I can kill him with Incineroar. I think that's my only play here. Seems really weak to Calyrex Ice Miraidon. It's just really, really weak to it. It does not like this duo at all. And unfortunately, like, this is the third game I've won against it, like I said earlier. At +2. Unless he's Culver Cloak. He might be Culver Cloak too, and I'm just wasting my time. This game's probably already done. Oh, he's not, though. He's not, okay. I missed when he attacked. I wasn't paying attention. Now he's able to fake me out here, though. So I'm going to Protect. And then I'm going to go for Knockoff here. I should probably just go for Flare Blitz. I think it's Flare Blitz. I want to kill this thing. Get it out of here. I think, if anything, though, he probably fakes out my own Incineroar. Because the Magearna dies here no matter what. Okay, he actually doesn't, though. Okay. Unless he has high horsepower for me, and I'm probably dead. I can eat a Glacial Land. This Flare Blitz has to get the KO, though. Perfect. I think no matter what else, like ever else he has on his team, it's slow under Trick Room, or like I outspeed under Trick Room now. I think the only other thing that he can maybe have that can underspeed me is Ting Lu, but I'm not really afraid of that at all. So not bad. I'm at +3. I'm looking really good here. What is your last mon is the question. Okay, Rilla. That's not really what I wanted, but. I mean, I can make the play here out into the Frigoraph on this turn. How many turns of Trick Room I have left? I have one turn of Trick Room left. I could go Terra Water here too, but I'm pretty sure I underspeed the Instant here, so I think I'm just going to go for damage. I'm going to go for damage, and I'm going to go right into Frigoraph, predicting Fake Out or Grassy Glide. I don't know why you would Grassy Glide here, though. Terra. What Terra are you, bro? Boy, he's a damage Rillaboom. Oh, that's what that shit is. He could Grassy Glide here, actually. If he's damaged Rillaboom with Terra Grass from this range, Grassy Glide can maybe kill me. And he does go for it, but the Armor Tail blocks him. What a play. What a play. You gotta pay for it. Oh, he doesn't die, though. He survives. Wow, that's crazy. Goes for Knockoff, gets rid of the Mental Herb. Doesn't really matter. I don't know, I'm in a really weird spot here though, because like, I don't know if Knockoff from this range kills me. But I really want to just go for Trick Room again, because if I can get a Trick Room up one more time, I think I just win. I'm gonna Protect. And then I think I'm going to go Terra Fairy here. I don't know, do I want to waste my Terra here? I kind of do, I guess. I don't want to knock off to kill me. I think I just go for Terra Fairy and then go for Trick Room one more time. I think that's what to do. It's going to kind of suck if he goes for Woodhammer and just knocks me into Oblivion. And then I'm going to miss out on so much damage for like... I don't think he can do that here. Yeah, he has to attack. He has to go after the Magearna. Otherwise, I just kill him. Perfect. Perfect turn. Could not have asked for a better turn there. He doesn't even double into the Frigoraph. Oh, I think I'm on my way to win the game now, y'all. I deserve to win this one. I'm making some really good plays. It's been an absolute slog. Like, this is a tough match to win, but might still win this one. I think I just go for Dazzling Gleam here. There's nothing you can do. I go for Dazzling Gleam. And I think I just Psychic Noise here to try to get rid of the Rillaboom, I guess. I could also go into the Instant here again. But I don't want to chance him just predicting me to switch out. I really don't. I think I just stay in. On the off chance that he predicts me to switch out to Instant for the Intimidate spam bullshit. Goes for like Grassy Glide. Get out of here. I don't think there's any way he wins now. Without the Rillaboom, I don't think there's any way he wins. Kills me here, but whatever. I think the match is done. I don't think there's any way he wins. Takes a shit ton of recoil, too. Flare Blitz. I guess I go for Uproar. Do I Uproar or just Foul Play? I don't really want to take damage. He surrenders anyways. Whatever. I deserve to win that one. I really do. I 100% deserve to win that. I played so good. I outplayed my opponent every step of the game, and I deserve that win. That was a one I had to really work for, though. If you guys are using this team does not like Calyrex Ice and Miraidon teams. It really struggles with both of those. Really, really badly. Like, the only way you win is like this match if you're able to like fully outplay your opponent and just kind of win that way. Otherwise, they just overpower you with how much damage they're able to do, and like you don't really have much for Miraidon on this team. The only thing you really have to try to get rid of the Miraidon is setting up the Arceus, which is really difficult to do alongside Calyrex. So, if Calyrex is also on the field, or like they have a lot of other stuff that doesn't really let that happen, you can't get around the Miraidon, and like there's a lot of problems. So I'll see you guys in another game though. Alright, we're here at the game. We're going against a Sun team, y'all. Raging Bolt, Farigiraf, Groudon, Miraidon, Brute Bonnet, and the Flutter Mane. So this is definitely a game I want Tornadus to change the weather. Just to change the weather alone, I want Tornadus for sure. What else do I want here? I also really like Instant. Instant lead here is pretty good. I think what I do is if he leads weather, I just change his weather right away. And like just fake out and then parting shot out and like get the Intimidate off turn 1 would be really nice. Or some really solid damage. And then like pivot out into the Arceus when their stats are lowered. And their damage is reduced in the rain. Because like the Arceus is really good into Raging Bolt. And if I can get it set up, it's actually pretty good into the rest of his team as well. Like, the only shit I gotta really worry about is, like, Spore from Brute Bonnet, but, like, I think I probably just one-shot it with Judgment anyways, so. It's really good. What else do I want to bring here? Ogerpon also ain't bad, but I'm scared of Miraidon. It's kind of the problem with this team. This team doesn't have, like, anything from Miraidon. Your main Redirector is weak to Miraidon, and, like, you have two things that are really crucial on this team to get destroyed by Miraidon, which you do not like at all. I'll bring it anyways, though, I guess. I don't know what else to bring. I don't know what else I'd bring. I guess Farigiraf to block Thunderclap, maybe. I don't know. He does lead Groudon, Miraidon. So, this ain't too bad. This ain't too bad. I fake out Miraidon here and I just go for weather. Change the weather. Groudon can't really do much to Tornadus, so. Get the Intimidate off. He's not Clear Amulet, so he could be Covert Cloak. Okay, he's a Eject Pack Miraidon. I've never seen an Eject Pack Miraidon. What's coming in here? Brute Bonnet coming in? That also tells me he might be like, he's probably Terra Fire Overheat Miraidon too, if he's Eject Pack. That's kind of usually what you run if you run like a Terra Fire Miraidon in the sun. I think my opponent's cooking. We just avoided getting cooked. Goes into Raging Bolt. And I just changed the weather here. I don't really care. Change the weather and then fake out here onto the Raging Bolt. Yeah, she protects Groudon. That's perfect. Thanks for the free turn. Free turn here, y'all. Not bad. I think on this next turn I parting shot out on the Groudon, I bring the Arceus in and start setting up. That's what I gotta start doing. Like, now I can start going for some damage here, too. I can also set up Tailwind, too, which wouldn't be bad here. I'm gonna Tailwind parting shot out. I can see him switching the Groudon out here into the Miraidon, too. Wouldn't be surprised if he switches to get his Sun back. If I were to guess what his last Mon probably is, it's probably Brute Bonded, if I were to guess. That would make the most sense, at least. He's gonna stay in, though. He's gonna stay in. Surprised by that one. I want to try to get to +2 on the Arceus. I really do. He actually has Rising Voltage. Oh, shit. That just one-shots me. I don't think he... I guess he has Rising Voltage. He has double... He has the Electric Terrain. Rising Voltage bullshit. And I get the dodge, just clutch. Perfect. I go into Instant again here. I don't really care if the Tornadus dies. It did what it needed to do. It's fine. I just fake out the Raging Bolt here again. He's at -3 now, so like I kind of just set up for free. I'm just gonna start setting up on him. I need to get to +2 and then start doing damage. Terra. Terra Electric. Oh, he really wants to go for this Rising Voltage. He wants it to one-shot me. He's just going to let me set up for free this turn, huh? I'm going to get a free Calm Mind here. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect turn for me. Could not have asked for a better turn. I think that the Terra was probably to get rid of the Dragon typing so he doesn't get one-shotted. He probably thought he was going to get one-shotted by Judgment. I think that's what it was. I don't know. I think I just knock off here. I just knock off onto Raging Bolt and then I just set up again. The Groudon's not really even a threat because it's in the rain and like it's at -3. Like it ain't doing shit. Like if he wants to do anything, he needs to switch, and that just gives me another turn to set up. It just doesn't do anything here. I'm not afraid of Groudon at all. Raging Bolt does damage, but like it's there. He switches it out finally. Like once I get set up, I guess I'm not really too worried about it. And there's the Miraidon again. Whatever. +2 now. Assault Vest Raging Bolt, that's interesting. Rising Voltage, see how much it does at +2. It actually does a solid amount, actually. That does way more than I thought I was going to. That is at +2. Holy shit. Does about half. That's crazy. I didn't think it was going to do that much. Do I have Tailwind still? I think I have one turn of Tailwind left. It kind of comes down to what I really want to kill here, because I think the Raging Bolt's actually more of a threat. It seems to do a lot more damage. I don't know if a Thunderclap will kill me here, though. That's going to be the kind of problem. I think I just parting shot out onto the Raging Bolt, and then I'm going to recover here, predicting Thunderclap. There it is. There it is. I want to lower its stats again, that way it doesn't do as much damage to me. It's Flash Cannon on Miraidon. That does less than the Raging Bolt did to me. Pathetic damage numbers for being super effective. Really is. I'm in a really good spot though. Like I'm in a really good spot. Only downside here is like I'm into Ogre Pond now, so I just get shit on by electric types. And I lose the rain too, in my Tailwind. Or whatever. Loses his terrain too, so he no longer has double damage rising voltage. I think I just spike his shield. I spike his shield and I just try to get rid of one of these things. I'll just go for Judgment on the Miraidon. I think that's more of a priority here. That way he can't set his terrain back up. Electrical Drift does nothing. Gets hurt. Get this thing out of here. I think my opponent was cooking because he has Flash Cannon, Electro Drift. He probably is like Flash Cannon, Volt Switch, Electro Drift, and then probably like Terrafire Overheat with Eject Pack. I think that's probably what he was running. I don't know why else you would run Eject Pack on Miraidon if it wasn't for Overheat. There's the Groudon again. I think what I do here is I just follow me. He's actually running a defense booster Raging Bull too, which I didn't even realize. That's really unique because he's Assault Vest plus defense boost, so he's really bulky. Just shits damage. That's kind of cool. Really cool way to build Raging Bolt. I haven't seen that one in a while. Let alone defense boost. I'm gonna start going for damage here. I just killed Raging Bolt and get it out of here. Protects. I don't know why he's protecting. I really do not know why he's protecting. He's just giving me free kills. He's just letting me sit up and get a bunch of free damage on him every time he protects. He's playing way too passive. He needs to start really doing damage now, and he just can't do it. You gotta start doing damage because the Arceus is in full like knockout mode now. You gotta start doing something. You're gonna get swept by the Arceus, bro. You fucked around for too long, and now you're gonna find out. Last mon is the Brute Bonnet though, but I can just spam follow me here and just go for damage. So this is probably the best case scenario ever. I can just spam follow me, absorb the Spore, and then if he goes for Rage Powder, he dies to Judgment anyways, so I just go for that here. And like, I don't give a fuck what Groudon does, because I have Incineroar in the back, just intimidate him. And there's no way he one-shots me. Only way he one-shots me is if he lands like 2 Precipice Blades in a row. Good luck with that. Yeah, he gets outsped and one-shotted, so... I thought there would be a chance he could be Focus Sash, but I guess not. I don't think there's any way he wins though. Especially with that damage. There's no way. Horn Leech. Judgment for the win. This is kind of just a prime example of a game where like my opponent just played way too passive. I was kind of able to shut down a lot of their damage with Intimidate and Parting Shot stuff, and get into the Arceus and get a bunch of free turns where I was able to set up for free pretty much, and just start sweeping the game. Took a little while to get it going, but like once we got it all set up and ready to go, we just were able to kind of easily sweep the guy because he was just playing too passive. The Groudon just didn't do shit like the entire game. He stayed in too long. He should have switched after he went down to -2. He sat on the field like one too many turns. That was another main problem. He should have switched out right away and started into like a damage dealer, or even like into Brute Bonnet, start trying to put shit to sleep or something. That's kind of the problem my opponent had. So, great game though, really good game. I'll see you guys in one more game. All right, we're here with another game. We are going against yet another Sun team, but instead of Groudon, this one actually has, I think that's Fire or Ground Arceus. I can't quite tell. It looks like either Rock, Ground, or Fire Arceus. I'm not sure which one. I wish I could be able to tell a lot more. It's kind of difficult to tell what color it is. And like some of them look kind of the same, so I'm not sure. This is a really good game for the Arceus here again, though. Like I think I kind of just bring the same squad that I brought last game. And I don't have to really worry about Miraidon this match too, so also pretty nice. And like I can redirect Thunderclap away from stuff. So I think I just lead Tornadus, Incin, bring the Arceus, and then I bring the Ogerpon again. Just try to play it how I did last game. Gonna be kind of shittier because he has Incin on this team as well, and one or two other things. But like, if I can get the Arceus set up, which is gonna be kind of the main thing, and if I can switch his weather away, I can still win pretty good. So depends what he brings. So you can only bring 4 Mons. His team's pretty good into me, but it depends what 4 he brings. I think for sure he brings Koraidon, Arceus for sure. And then probably like Flutter Mane if I were him. Maybe Incin. Okay, there's Incin. I don't really give a fuck about this. I kind of just click Liquid Storm here for damage. I think the Intimidate matters a lot more on his side because like the Tornadus is a special attacker. I think I just go for Liquid Storm for damage. Like, I could also fake out here, too, so I don't have to get spored. He doesn't know I'm Covert Cloak, so unless he fakes out my Incin, I just get a free turn here. Okay, he fakes me out. Perfect. 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 I get a free turn of a bunch of damage. I gotta land this. You gotta land this. Okay, I missed a bunch of damage on the Incin, but whatever. Okay, he's also Covert Cloak. He's Covert Cloak, Brute Bonnet. Okay. What are the odds of that? That he's Covert Cloak, y'all. I kind of want to just Rain Dance, but like he's probably gonna switch. Try waking up here and go for Bleak Wind again, and like Flare Blitz here, I guess. I don't know why he didn't put the Incin to sleep. Because he probably has Koraidon on the back, so he probably doesn't think it's a threat. Maybe that's what it is. I am safety goggles though, so if he does try to put me to sleep here, he dies. Knock off. Oh, he gets rid of the safety goggles. Oh no. But I outspeed him, so it doesn't matter. Oh, that would have been bad. If he was like a really fast one, he would have outsped me. So I have like no speed. That was just clutch. What a play, though. That was going to be a crazy play if that worked. Okay, here's the Koraidon. I want to force a Terra out of the Koraidon. That's what I really want to do. I think what I do here is I just switch the Incin out into the Ogerpon. I think Instant Intimidate has a lot more value. I'm going to go into the Ogre. Actually, that's not what I wanted. I want to stay in. I want to get rid of the Rain. I want to try to throw Rain up here if I can somehow wake up. And then switch this out to Ogerpon. It's probably Clear Amulet if I were to guess. Or Life Orb. He's gonna Terra Fire turn 1, okay. If I can wake up here and get a Rain Dance, that would be huge. I really need the Rain Dance here. Clutch Wake Up. Clutch Wake Up. Huge. Nerfs all of his damage. Flame Charge ain't gonna do shit now. That does nothing. I'm in a really good spot now, though. I'm in a really, really good spot. Like, what's coming in here? Was it Arceus? Arceus coming in. Arceus Fire coming in on Rain. Let's see what his last mon is. I don't know why it wouldn't be Arceus. What type is this? Ground. Oh, it's Ground Arceus. Okay. Interesting. I mean, that's actually good for me, though, because I have a water-boosted Ivy Cudgel with your name on it, bud. I could see him switching into Incineroar here again, too, but then he still takes a shit ton of damage. I don't really care. I just Bleak Wind Storm here for damage, and then... I guess I can actually Tailwind here. I think Tailwind's a play. Tailwind, and then I go for Ivy Cudgel here onto the Arceus. I guess I could onto the Cryogon too. That way he doesn't get his Sun back. But I think the Arceus is more of a threat. I still have my own instant in the back, which can intimidate spam. I just one-shot him clean with the crit. I don't think the crit mattered. That's a water-boosted Ivy Cudgel, bro. My opponent needs to do something here. Like, he can't have his Sun up anymore. There's no way he can get his Sun reset, so... He gets a crit there, which really does matter. It does 75% to me because of that, but... He knows I'm Culver Cloak too, so... Like, I'm kind of forced to Spiky Shield here. But that's fine, I can get some free damage. I'm in a really good spot. Like, Arceus hasn't even touched the field. Arceus has not touched the field yet. And, like, he's down to his last 2 mons. It's a huge match, too, because currently I'm in Great Ball Tier 9, and I'm 1 win away from going up to Ultra Ball Tier, so... If I can make it to Ultra Ball Tier tonight, I'll be happy. Even though I had some really terrible games with this team earlier. It'll make everything up to me if I can make it up to Great Ball Tier, at least. It'll mean that the hour I've used this team so far, like... That would mean that I didn't waste my time, you know. Keeps on going for Flame Charge. That ain't doing nothing, bud. Flame Charge for days. Bleak Wind Storm again, and then just Ivy Cudgel and get the Cryogon out of here. Okay, he protects. Okay. I don't know what you're protecting for. I don't know. I mean, I guess I was probably to kill the Ogre Pawn, but it doesn't really matter because I have instant. And now I just intimidate you. Okay, he has Clear Amulet though, so I can't intimidate him, but whatever. That means I just go for Bleak Wind Storm again. Got 1 turn of Tailwind left. Bleak Wind, and then I just go for Pick Out here. Still have Arceus in the back too. I think it's where if I can get like everything whittled down enough, I think Arceus comes in and kind of cleans up the game. So. Bleak Wind Storm really ain't doing that much damage, fortunately, but slowly but surely whittling everything down to get KO'd. Lose Tailwind too, but whatever. I just want my Rain back. Rain, and then I'm gonna... I could knock off here. I think I just knock off. Gets a crit there. That crit maybe mattered. I don't know. He wasn't intimidated though, but he doesn't have the boost from the Sun. I'm not sure if that mattered. Flare Blitz in the Rain, I actually live that. If I were him, I would just surrender. I don't think there's any way he really wins here. I can just Tailwind. I Tailwind and then I just Judgment, get rid of the instant. I don't think there's any way he wins. Takes a bunch of recoil, whatever. I don't think he can touch me anyways. He has Fighting move, 2 Fire moves, and then he has Protect, so he can't touch me. I don't know how he win though. I think he surrenders. I think you surrender, bud. Time to surrender. I do think this team actually is pretty good into like a lot of your weather teams, though, like the non-rain teams. Like against these sun teams, you do have a lot of checks to like a lot of the sun stuff. Mainly like the instants going into a lot of the stuff that the sun teams usually like to run, and then like the rain dance on the tornado shuts down a lot of that stuff that really likes the sun too. A lot of the photosynthesis mons and the chlorophyll bullshit. You're going against any of that. So like these type of teams, you do have a pretty good matchup into. Plus the Arceus is 4 times effective into Cryodan, or like Miraidon, or like whatever they're trying to run. And like a lot of the sun stuff is also weak to Fairy. A lot of the photosynthesis mons, and you force Terras out a lot of that stuff. So if you guys are going against these type of teams, you should win most of them because you have a pretty good matchup in a lot of these sun teams. Just one decent thing about this team. The McGarren doesn't really do much versus him though. He's gonna. Why would you protect? You're just stalling out the inevitable, bro. You lose. Face the facts. You lose the game. If I were you, I would have surrendered 3 turns ago and saved myself 10 minutes. There's no way you win. If you hit me with Flare Blitz, you die to recoil. Nothing you have kills me, even with a crit. There's no way you win, bro. I could see if there was a small chance, like if there was some way you could like pull out a win somehow, and like, but there's literally physically like no way possible. He gets the double protect for shits and giggles. Come on, man. What does he want the rain to run out? Is that what he's trying to do? I think the rain has 2 turns left. Oh, actually, it does stop though. If he can get a, if he can get a crit here, he might kill me. But he dies to recoil, so I don't know. Can we tank this? Does nothing. It only does like 50 damage. The double protect just to die to recoil. Even with the crit, I think I would have lived a crit there too. I would have barely lived, but I think I would have survived. I'll give him credit though for trying to win, even though there was like no way to try to win. Whatever. Not bad. Let's see if we ranked up. I'm curious. I want to see if we ranked up. Normally I don't throw this into the videos for you guys, but we did make it to Ultra Ball tier, which is great, so I'm gonna end it here. I've done, I think, like 6 or 7 games with this team tonight already. I've recorded for like over an hour and a half, so let's talk a little bit more about this team. Alright, as for this team, I think this team into certain like other matchups, it has a really good matchup into some stuff being played, but like there's also some games where like, depending on what your opponent's running, like restricted wise, whatever the restricteds are, that you just really can't do much. You kind of even lose in like the team preview some of the time. I got absolutely wrecked by like certain teams. I went against a Dark Riot, Dark Void spam team with this team, and I got absolutely destroyed. Granted, you should have a good matchup into a lot of those teams because Arceus and McGarren destroy a lot of the stuff that they like to run, unless they run like a Groudon based team, but the rest of them you should easily destroy. The reason why I won that game is the guy was getting like max sleep turns, and like he did not miss one Dark Void at all. Even with it being 88% or like 80% or whatever it is in gravity, he did not miss one Dark Void. And like no matter what, time I try to wake up, he would just put me back to sleep. So he could not win the game without having me being to sleep. Even towards the end, like when he could have probably won just by attacking me, he was still putting me to sleep. So that's the reason why I won that, or lost that game. I think Uproar's for Dark Riot, but like I think it's terrible because the Dark Riot is going to outspeed you before you're able to slip Uproar anyways. And if they're Prankster Gravity Sableye, they're going to Dark Void turn 1. And then if they're running like Sandy Shocks, which was the team I was running, you don't really have the Frigoraph in anyways, because Dark Riot does a shit ton of damage to you. Either they attack you or they just protect on the first turn. And then you go for Uproar and they just kill you on the next turn anyways, so it doesn't really do much. You can prevent the Dark Void stuff, but then you kind of just trade. Yeah, that's kind of what it really is, and then most of the time anyways, you still lose. So I don't know, because you lose one of your main things to kind of set up your Trick Room, which you kind of really need versus a lot of those Darkrai teams. So I don't know. Depends what they bring and what they have. Like everyone is a little bit different, but they all do kind of the same thing. And it's also really luck based if whether they land Dark Void or not, or how many sleep turns they get, and like all that type of bullshit too. I just hate the Darkrai, Dark Void spam teams. They're so annoying. That's an entirely different video, but all the other teams I went against were Calyrex, Ice, Miraidon teams. I think I won against one, which you guys seen at the start of the video. All the other ones I got wrecked by. So if you guys are going against those teams, look out, because this team is terrible into Calyrex, Ice, Miraidon, that combo specifically. So I don't know, there's a few other matchups too I don't think this team would really be that good into. Like, this team's good into Sun teams. Most of your Sun teams you should win against. Has a lot of checks, that type of stuff. I think just the main thing I don't really care for is like you're doubling up on two types. The Arceus is pretty much just another Magearna, and you have the Steel typing as a Terra. So you're pretty much a Fairy Steel type anyways with the Terra type. I don't know why this team needs two Fairy Steel types. I really don't. It just doesn't really make much sense, and that's the overall thing why I kind of just don't really care for this team. You already have a Fairy type in the Arceus. I don't know what the Magearna does that much differently apart from the Arceus. I really don't. Apart from just having like the Trick Room mode to this team. But then if that's the case, just throw like Calyrex Ice or like some other Trick Room mod onto this team. I think like Lunala would fit this team really good as well. I think Lunala would, like with Wide Guard and a few other things, would be really good for this team. That's just something I would maybe throw on here. I don't know why. I don't know why the Magearna's really on here. I really don't. A lot of the time you don't really get snowballed that much with it anyways. You can maybe get like a +1 or +2 boost with it and then start doing damage, but without like a +1 or +2 boost, you just don't do any damage. You're just a Trick Room bot that just sits on the field. That's all you really do. So this team really isn't built around Magearna, and like unless you're pairing this thing alongside the Arceus when it's fully set up, you're not going to be KOing that much. So I would rather just invest my time in trying to set up the Arceus a lot of your games over the Magearna, which I think this team supports a lot better than the Magearna. So I don't know. If this team, I don't know what this team is meant to do, if it's like a ranked team or whatever it is, but I just don't care for it in that aspect. I feel like it's a little counterintuitive and like doubling up on like kind of two of the same Pokemon that kind of do the same thing. That's kind of what I've kind of played with. So and like a lot of the games you do want to bring the Arceus to would be the same game you want to bring the Magearna to, but you just can't bring both, and you don't want to bring both because they just weak to both of the same things. So you're bringing two Pokemon that are weak to the same thing on the enemy team. You're better off just bringing something else and just trying to buff the Arceus and trying to have that set up for you and go all in on that. So I don't know. I just feel like the Magearna on this team would be swapped out for like something else could make this team way better. That's my main thing. I think Lunala would fit like a glove onto this team if I'm being 100% real with you guys. Lunala looks great on this team. What else? Zamazenta, it wouldn't be too bad on this team. Terapagos would be really cool. I think that would be really good on this team. I don't know. There's a few other like more supportive restricteds too that could be pretty good on here. Like I said, Calyrex Ice if you really want like a Trick Room mon similar to Magearna with an entirely different typing. I think that would be pretty good as well. That would fit pretty good on this team. I don't know. Just kind of some food for thought. But if you guys want a really cool Fairy type Arceus team, this team ain't too bad. Just kind of depends on the matchup. It's a really matchup dependent team. Some of the times you lose in team preview most of the time, and then sometimes you have like a neutral matchup or like an average game where like comes down to like both teams have stuff that's good into the enemy team, and then some games you'll just have a really good matchup into the enemy team and just destroy them. But a lot of the time you kind of lose in team preview with this team, at least from what I've played. Granted, I've only played like 6 or 7 games with it, so maybe if you guys play more games you'll have better luck or kind of more of like insight how this team works, but just going based off of what I played, that's kind of how it was. Apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. I also stream over here usually Friday and Saturday nights around 9/8 EST, and I got a bunch more stuff on the way for you guys as well. Some Overwatch 2 stuff, a bunch more stuff as well. We got Legends ZA dropping in October here as well, so a few more weeks. Gonna be doing some of that type of stuff with that game. A lot of stuff on the way you guys don't want to miss. Subscribe, like the video, share the video. If you guys want some more Regulation J stuff. Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, or what you guys are interested in seeing in the comments down below as well. Do you guys want more Regulation J, Reg H, Should I just do something else entirely? No more VGC, go back to singles, whatever you guys think. Whatever you guys want to see, let me know what you guys think are thinking in the comments down below. Apart from that, I'm out of here. Peace out, everybody.